Welcome to Desenzano. I am in the main town of Lake Garda, and right from here my journey around the lake will begin. Together we will discover the main towns, the best attractions, the most beautiful beaches, but also the traditions, the typical cooking, the amusement parks, the thermal resorts, so everything you need to know for a perfect holiday here on Lake Garda. Italian travel. Desenzano del Garda is well connected to the main cities of northern Italy, and it can be easily reached with the highway and the railway. Its historic center revolves around the old port and Todeschini Palace, location of the municipality of Desenzano, in front of which you can find the statue of Saint Angela Merici, the city patron. Today, Desenzano del Garda is a very popular tourist location, with tens of hotels and many attractions for tourists. And this is the monument dedicated to Achille Papa, general of the Italian army who fought on the front line during the First World War on the ASIAGO plateau. The monument is by Giancarlo Maroni, the architect that Gabriele D'Annunzio wanted for the construction of his Vittoriale, a very famous residence that has contributed a lot to the development of tourism throughout Lake Garda. Today Desenzano del Garda is a first-rate tourist center. Behind you can see the Venetian bridge that separates the old port from the new port. And maybe up there you can glimpse the old castle, of which, unfortunately, only few rooms have been recovered and now host conferences and exhibitions. On the other side is the modern city, with a beautiful lakeside promenade and a newly redone square, where today locals and tourists hang out and have a coffee, a chat, or spend the night. Beyond this part begin the beaches as well as on the other side of the city. Outside the center, all beaches. But it's a little early to go to the beach. Now come with me, because I want to show you something that is really interesting, and it is also a special place to all Italians. Come with me. The tower was built to commemorate those who fought for the unification of Italy, and in particular to celebrate King Vittorio Emanuele II, the father of the nation. The tower was inaugurated on October 15, 1893, at the presence of Queen Margherita and King Umberto I. The monumental tower of San Martino della Battaglia is an historic building that solemnly celebrates the entire Risorgimento era, from the First Independence War to the conquest of Rome. It was built starting from 1880, on the highest hill of San Martino, a district of Desenzano del Garda where on June 24, 1859, the bloodiest phase of the battle against the Austrian army was fought. Inside, many flights of stairs lead to the top of the tower. On the sides of the stairs there are rooms enriched with finds, bronze busts, and frescoes that represent some episodes of the Risorgimento Wars. We are 210 feet high, and from here the view over the entire southern area of Lake Garda is amazing. All around us the Po Valley, and right there you can even see the Moirenic hills that were dug by the glacier that then formed Lake Garda. Behind the tower there is the museum that preserves the relics, documents and memories of the Battle of June 24, 1859, as well as significant relics of the other events of the Italian Risorgimento. The museum is divided into 3 rooms, where some specimens of the cannons used in the battle are exhibited, as well as weapons, uniforms, topographic maps and finds that testify to the daily life of the fighters. If you are tired of visiting the city or going shopping, you can come and enjoy the sun and the lake on one of the many beaches of Desenzano del Garda. We are now on the Desenzanino beach, which is one of the most popular. There's a free zone and an equipped area, and it is just few steps from the city center. While farther you find the Feltrinelli beach, also equipped with sunbeds, deck chairs and beach umbrellas, and you can also rent kayaks and paddle boats. If you keep on walking northwards, you reach a quieter and less crowded beach, near the campsite. On the other side of the center of Desenzano, you will find the Golden Beach, which allows access to small dogs and has a restaurant that in the night turns into a discotheque, so it's really appreciated by the young people. Now I want to stay here and enjoy the sun. Then I want to go back downtown and find out what people do in the night in Desenzano. As the sun goes down, the streets and squares of Desenzano enliven, and the pubs, the restaurants, the clubs filled with people in the mood to party. There's really a lot of people in the streets, and among pubs, restaurants, breweries, the whores, cocktail bars and more, you have plenty of chances to spend a great night. I'm eating a tasty risotto with tenches. I remind you to subscribe my channel to see other videos and put a nice thumb up if you have liked Desenzano. For any information, please write me in the comments and I leave you some information or some useful links in the description of the video. My adventurous friends, see you next stopover, Italian travel. Really good.